Welcome. I'm Spanish, I have a beard, and this is my podcast. Today, I want to talk about Beyond Meat, and more specifically, the Beyond Burgers. The whole thing is, I got contacted on Twitter by an ad agency to basically give me free Beyond Meat stuff. So they basically contacted me so I could give them my address and they could just send me free product. And all this is because I made a comment about Beyond Burger on a thread about Impossible Burger. What I basically said, I tried the Beyond Meat burger at A&W Canada one day when I didn't feel like a burger, and mission accomplished. So I guess they didn't get the sarcasm from my tweet or something. So the grocery store chain IGA basically delivers some Beyond Meat burgers to my door for free. And well, I cooked them, I ate them, and here I am, right? So I just think it would be fun to just explain the whole story. The whole thing is, I opened the door to find a guy dressed with a vest and a hat from like IGA grocery store. He has me a paper bag with a fake receipt stapled to it. We'll go back to that. So he asked me to get ready because he wants to take a photo of me with with the bag. So you can imagine, me, shoes. I don't know how my hair was looking. Probably, looking terrible on the door of my house with all the mess of shoes in the entrance, just behind me. So very, very classy. So I really don't want to see how that photo looked. But whole thing, take the bag inside, and then I start like analyzing the bag, taking photos of everything because why not? Then I read the receipt and says, yeah, they didn't tell me what was coming, so I was expecting some burgers, I guess, maybe some sausages, like whatever non-meat products they had. So thing is, this is what the receipt said. It said two Beyond burgers, hamburger buns, Canadian tomato ketchup, prepared mustard, vegan mayo, sweet mixed pickles. There were some large tomatoes, red onion, and lettuce. Everything basically at zero price, like everything free, and basically the Beyond Meat is coming to IGA and blah 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 blah. And while I found the fake receipt cool, you know, I'm very happy they did not deliver a vegan mayo, but a real mayo. So that was good. I really like. I'm not doing like a vegan diet, so I just want a mayo with everything. So the thing is, except the vegan mayo, they just put regular mayo. Everything was there in the paper bag, and so I basically I took everything, put it on the table, kind of like set it up in a artistic way or something. And I would say I almost made a whole documentary out of it. I started taking photos from different places, trying changing the light, making sure it looked good, so I can post it on Twitter and on Instagram. Just because I got it for free, so I'm like, okay, let's do something, in return. They didn't tell me what to do. They didn't tell me anything, so I was like, okay, let's just do this, because why not? So I finished all that, and surprise, I I started reading the receipt again, and I'm like, wait, where are the pickles? So so I left the pickles on a different surface, like I put it like next to something, and they were not in the photo. So then I started looking at the receipt, and I'm like, well, I posted a receipt, and I was gonna do like different the process of opening the bag, and obviously the pickles are not there. So I'm like, okay, I had to put the pickles with everything, rearrange everything so that the pickles looked okay on it, and then delete whatever I posted on Twitter and Instagram, and then re-upload it to Twitter and Instagram, so it would basically everything would be perfect. I would say not perfect, but looked better. So later that day, my wife gets home. We had nothing planned for dinner, and I asked, we should just cook these burgers with like all the ingredients they gave us, because we had lettuce, tomato, buns, everything. So we didn't have to go to the store and buy anything to cook the burgers. They basically give us a whole like package with like everything you need for it to make a burger, right? So I took them outside to cook them in a barbecue. Like, well, you would just cook a burger. And I'm just gonna explain, the whole process of cooking them, so you kind of, if one day you cook this burger, you know what to expect. The idea is when you put them in the barbecue, they kind of look like any raw burger. You know, they just look like a burger. No veggie burger, they just look like a burger. A bit reddish, like a bit red, but just truth is, I've been cooking frozen burgers for a while. I used to make them myself, but it takes time, and it's messy. So I started just buying them from the store, frozen. So I don't really know how a burger looks anymore. So I guess, but for me, this one, they look fine. I wouldn't tell you they're veggie burgers, to be honest. So the thing is, they cook pretty fast, like a lot faster than a regular burger. So it's like 5 minutes per side with like medium high heat. And the funny thing is, I thought they were going to be more like crumbly, or they were going to stick more to the you know to the grill, but they didn't. They've had very good consistency. They didn't stick. They just like flipped perfectly, and that was great. And the weird thing is, once they're cooking, they get more red. So they're like red burgers. So obviously you can char them a bit, but they still look pretty red. And I'm guessing that's the way they make them look more like a like meaty, like more like a meat burger. So that red outside is what makes it, that inside still looks a bit red, you know. I mean, I guess. So then I put them on bread. Well, fellas, I put some cheese on it, put them on bread, and and I just I took like some more photos. you know, I added all the ingredients, like the lettuce, the tomato, everything. And the funny thing is, when you close a burger, it just looks like a burger. Like when all the ingredients, it didn't look that red, I guess. And truth is, um, it was obviously not a veggie burger anymore. I mean, not a vegan burger at least because it had cheese. But you know, my wife doesn't allow me to make burgers without cheese. So sorry, but it still was veggie. We will say, right? So thing is, the ingredients were all good, all really good, especially the pickles, right? So really, really good pickles. I have to say that. So I take all the photos, and then bring them inside and stand for the first bite. Funny thing is, it tasted like a burger. Not very flavorful, but it actually had burger taste, you know. And the texture of the burger, it was like very consistent, very like it really had a really nice texture. That if give you the burger, I don't tell you what it is, you probably just eat it and not tell me, oh, this is not meat, you know. And the other thing is, as I said, the pickles were really, 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 really good. And you know, the whole thing is, I after the first bite, I was like, well, I can just continue eating this. They're good. They're they're actually they extend really good. Um, it's true that, like as I said, I had a conversation with my wife after, and they do have a bit of meat taste, we could say, but it's not very flavorful. So if you're looking to to cook them alone without putting them with more ingredients, they're not going to taste like a lot. Um, so I just wanted to do like a quick conclusion of the whole thing. It's I like them. I would recommend them. It's if, in the case like you don't feel like eating meat, this is a good option. And good news for vegans. These are vegan and they taste good. You know. And to be honest, I have like some vegetarian friends and vegan friends. So I would probably just like if they're coming, and basically if I'm organizing a barbecue and they're coming, I would totally buy these ones because they're not gonna make me look bad because they're good, they taste good, right? And basically, if I go to any barbecue and they serve me this burger, I'm not gonna complain and be like, oh no, veggie burger, blah blah blah, because yeah, actually they're good, they taste good, the texture is great, and so I wouldn't complain. I would just eat it, enjoy it, continue with continue with my life. It's more, I think sometimes I don't feel like a burger, and it actually happened the day I cooked them. We had burgers the day before, and I was like, I don't want more burgers, but it just felt differently, right? It's just eat them, and they just like they don't feel like a burger, even when they taste like it. What is nice when you're done with them. It's like, oh, I don't, you know, you felt good after it. And the other thing is, because they're not that flavorful and I still like meat, I'm not going, vegetarian anytime soon. Like I still want my meat burgers and my beef hot dogs and like, my steak, stuff like that. So this is not converting me on anything. But I think overall, was a great experience. And, I'm glad was able to share them with you. So thanks for listening.